Oh my goodness, guys. This is some incredible information. I don't think I've ever covered a dev diary from Expansive Worlds, but this one on things, pretty much all things Bengal Tiger, is worth looking at. There's such cool information just from skimming through it, and typically I'll like get screenshots and do on-screen graphics. This time we're going to scroll through and read it live, because I think it's better done that way. And we won't hit every paragraph, but there's some stuff that I definitely want to talk about, and even just seeing this. So often we'll say things to the effect of, you know, why don't they just add insert name of species or whatever. Just looking at this little yawning animation, I can't even begin to grasp what on earth is going on here with all these different geometric shapes and stuff, but it's really cool to see the work that goes into it, and that looks incredible. But here's where I want to start. Aggressive and unpredictable behavior. The Bengal Tiger is by far the most aggressive animal we have created in our game. Their sheer ferocity is unrivaled, but what truly sets them apart is their unique behavior. They actively stalk you. People have been asking for this, but look at this. Unlike other animals in our game, they don't follow a predictable path or pattern. Instead, they adapt to your movements, silently shadowing you, waiting for the right moment to pounce. One moment you might catch a glimpse of their sleek, muscular bodies slipping silently through the underbrush. The next, you might hear a low, menacing growl, reverberating through the forest and sending shivers down your spine. You know they're out there somewhere, hidden and waiting. No ability to predict what they're doing. Shadowing your movements? Like, this sounds incredible. I cannot wait to see this in action because it sounds unbelievable. The tiger's behavior is designed to make you feel like prey, heightening the tension and immersing you in the raw primal fear of being hunted. The way they wrote that just sounds terrifying. We wanted to capture the essence of what makes tigers such formidable predators in the wild and bring that same intensity and realism to your gaming experience. In tiger territory, the hunter truly becomes the hunted, and every encounter with the Bengal tiger is a test of your skill, patience, and nerve. I'm just going back to the idea of them like mirroring your movements, and just like, if you don't know they're there, depending on how fast they actually pounce, and assuming they're going to be one-hit KO like lions, it could be pretty cool. One of the most terrifying aspects we incorporated is the Bengal tiger's sporadic growl when stalking you. Unlike other animals' calls in our game, this growl can't be pinpointed by the player. You can hear it, but you can't figure out where it's coming from. It acts as a warning, building tension just like any good horror movie. Without the growl, you'd have no idea you were being stalked, and then suddenly you'd be dead. The growl makes you know you're being hunted, cranking up the suspense and fear. So I just said, like, depending on how quickly they pounce and stuff, it can be really easy to just have one stalking you and then you're dead. So you're gonna know what's happening when they're growling, but depending on the underbrush, depending on the cover, you might not know where it's going to be. So tiger territory. Spoilers down there. Tiger territory encompasses 16 distinct home ranges, making up approximately half of the Nepal Reserve's expanse. Each home range is a kingdom unto itself, ruled by a solitary tiger, I'm reading this for the first time by the way, fiercely guarding their domain against intruders. Does that mean 16 tigers per map? That's the way I'm reading that. Setting the population of tigers was a challenging endeavor. We aimed to strike the perfect balance between providing enough excitement without overwhelming players with stress or leaving them bored. With one tiger per home range, totaling 16 in all, we believe we found the optimal number. However, the true test lies in the many hours of gameplay ahead and feedback from you, our players. We're always listening, grateful for your contributions, and eager to enhance your gaming experience based on your suggestions. So I think that does mean 16 tigers per map. That feels like a good number. Just based on the size of the map. Generally, it's about 8 kilometers across, and then 8 kilometers, say, north to south. So, in theory, depending on where you're at on the map, and keep in mind, it's about half of the map. So, like, every couple hundred meters, if you're in the right general, say, like, north, south, east, west coordinates, you'd have a decent chance of running into the next one, let's call it. That feels about right. Of course, we'll have to see when we get on the map, but just the way they're describing it and thinking about the size of maps, and obviously they're not going to be up in the mountains as much, you should see them pretty often, or at least, you know, they should find you pretty often. Alright, this is what I saw, and I knew I had to make a video as soon as this popped up. The Beauty and Danger. Featuring 7 rare and 2 very rare fur variations, the tiger offers intriguing and challenging encounters. Despite the tiger's lower population compared to other animals, their uncanny ability to detect and stalk hunters ensures encounters will be frequent enough in their territory. In other words, don't worry, if you can't find the tiger will find you. That sounds like their kind of assessment on how, many tigers there are on the map and where they are on the map is similar to what I expected it to be based on what they said. Look at this thing. So I think this, and maybe this, are like the pseudo-melanistics. This is a full melanistic. This is clearly albino. Leucistic, I would say. Is that a golden? I think so. We've been talking about golden tigers, and then I don't know, like white. Don't know what this is, and another leucistic? And I guess that's the common. There's so many variants. That's amazing. So they talk more here about cinematic inspiration when designing the tiger's behavior, literally drawing inspiration from things like Jaws, Predator, Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street. It's really, it tells you how much thought went into this when they're really trying to make like a terrifying experience when being hunted. So there's a video that goes with this, and we'll go ahead and take a look at that.
Hello, my name is Arshak. I am lead game designer on Call of the Wild. Today we're going to talk about the tiger and Sundarpartan hunting reserve. What makes the Bengal tiger special is its unique ambush and stalking mechanics. So if you choose to hunt where it lives, you have to be very careful of your surroundings, because all of a sudden you might hear a roar, and then you don't know from which angle it's going to attack. So true to nature, the Bengal tiger is going to be an elusive and rare animal, which will be an interesting challenge for all our players. When I say they're rare, I really mean it. There are actually very few of them on the map, and there's a big chance that they find you before you find them. So if you're going to go hunting in tiger territory, let me give you a little tip. Bring your dog. Since the tiger is so important for Sundarpartan, it's also a catalyst for our story. The tiger's coming out with Sundarpartan, with a lot of other cool animals. I think it's really cool, and I hope you like it as well.
So we see there once again, very few tigers on the map, and I think that's going to be a good number. 16 as a total reserve population of tigers, keeping in mind they'll probably only be on about 2/3 of the map to begin with. I think that's going to be a really good thing. Think back to like when Silver Ridge Peaks came out with mountain lions. You'd go to a lake during mountain lion drink time, and you can still do it to a degree, and you'd have 6, 7, 8 mountain lions all drinking at one spot. It completely kills the immersion because that's just not something that would happen. It sounds like with tigers, that's going to be completely impossible because they have their little home ranges, the 16 distinct home ranges, and there's only ever going to be one ruling that home range at any given time. I think that's going to be good, and I think there's going to be a huge percentage of the community trying to collect one of every rare that tigers have. Sounds like that's going to be a really difficult task, but one that I'm up for, and I'm imagining a lot of you guys will be too. So as far as the video goes, I did want to mention the visuals, because we really get to see a lot of the tiger in action. Stalking, moving around the map. I did think it was cool we got the close-up of the muntjac, you see the tusks there. But a lot of it was information that we did get to read through, which of course, they were paired, I guess, so you could read it or watch the video. But I thought it was really nice actually getting to see them do their thing, as opposed to just reading about it, and, frankly being a little bit terrified of that first time. We're here on Moronga Savannah going through something like this, right? And you hear that growl? Good luck spotting it. That sounds like it's going to be really fun. I cannot wait. I hope that doesn't get old. I don't think it will because you won't be able to locate it. And he did give you the advice too. Bring your dog. Obviously, your dog, whether it's your retriever or your bloodhound, will growl when there's a predator close by. I think that's going to be a really useful thing, and I'm glad he said it because the first time we head out there, Sir 12 is going to be by our side. And just the thought of something being so unpredictable in this game. I imagine, things like Cape Buffalo charging us when you can predict not only, how they're going to charge, but where they're going to go next. It sounds like tigers are going to do none of that. It's super exciting stuff. It's really cool to hear Arshak talk about it and how they were designed and all that. It's clear it was a passion project. Also, the cat joke, the catalyst cat joke, I thought that was hilarious. No surprise there. But yeah, I just wanted to cover everything here because obviously tigers are expected to be something huge. And they have done so much more than, say, copy-paste lion AI, mountain lion AI, whatever. These are going to be a completely unique experience. They look amazing. They have all kinds of rares. I'm going to be shocked if they aren't the most popular species on Sundarpatan. But wanted to talk about everything. I wanted to bring that to you guys' attention if you haven't seen it. It is amazing. Go and check it out. I have the links in the description below as well. As always, thank you guys for watching. Let me know, what do you think? Rares, the visuals, the stocking mechanics, all that stuff in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.